Hello Eurovision lovers and welcome back to the channel. The EBU have confirmed that unfortunately next year the contest cannot safely be held in Ukraine, and as a result the EBU have turned their attentions to other nations who may be willing to host on Ukraine's behalf. With the UK coming second, the BBC seems to be the most likely broadcaster to step up, and it has been confirmed that the broadcaster is in discussions about the contest potentially coming to the United Kingdom. A number of cities have already expressed a keen interest in hosting, so it is looking likely at this moment that will be Destination UK for the 2023 edition of the contest. It has of course been 24 years since the UK last hosted the contest, and I thought it would be fun to take a look back at the 1998 contest to get a flavour of what a UK hosted competition looks like. Join me as I journey back to 1998. Let's go!
A long time ago, was it?
After Katrina and her waves swept to victory in 1997 with Love Shine a Light, it was the turn of the UK to once again host the contest. Birmingham was chosen as the host city, with the National Indoor Arena as the host venue. Regular BBC Eurovision commentator, the late great Terry Wogan, was chosen as the male host, with Swedish-British presenter Ulrika Jonsson stepping in as co-host. I felt this was an inspired pairing. Terry was known as Mr. Eurovision and was also a very popular BBC personality, not just on TV but on radio as well. At the time, Ulrika was a household name, having made her name in the late 80s, early 90s on breakfast TV. She had transformed herself into one of the TV's hottest properties. Terry and Ulrika had great chemistry, and Ulrika, being a Swede and proficient French speaker, had transcontinental appeal. The BBC Orchestra opened proceedings and lent a real gravitas to the event. This was of course the final time that we would have a live orchestra at Eurovision, and would be the first time every year since that we as fans would talk about the lack of orchestra. It was also the final year of the language rule being in place. I believe this was the end of an era with Eurovision, and it was fitting that the British, with their love of pomp and stately tradition, would provide a fitting swan song and last hurrah as the Eurovision sailed off into a world of backing tracks, large stadium arenas and predominantly English language songs that we now know today. This Eurovision brought a unique blend of the weird, wonderful and truly sublime. You had the likes of Gildo Horn from Germany wailing and scaling parts of the set, Croatia's Daniela strolling around like a Scottish widow. This was a first introduction as well to certain acts that we would be seeing repeatedly and who became popular Eurovision personalities, namely a young Idsilia Rombley from the Netherlands with the powerful Hemel and Arda, a Maltese singer Chiara with her soulful ballad, The One That I Love. Not to forget Stefan Raab, who conducted for Gildo and who then performed for Germany in his own right at Eurovision 2000, as well as being one of the Eurovision presenters in 2011. The UK also had a very powerful entry with a song that is still a personal favourite of mine, Where Are You by Imani, and gave the UK a fantastic second place result. The contest was also of course generating headlines across Europe due to Israeli transsexual singer Dana International participating in the contest with her powerful anthem Diva. This represented a turning point in the competition, and I think was when Eurovision became known as the bastion of progressive equality that it still is today. After an incredibly close and exciting voting sequence, Dana swept to victory, giving Israel their first win since 1979. There was of course some Eurovision drama. Of course there was, with Terry and Ulrika awkwardly having to fill time while Donna made her way back to the stage for the reprise. And who could forget the infamous exchange between Ulrika and Dutch
A long
spokesperson
time ago,
Connie
was it?
van den Bos? It is also worth mentioning the interval act, which gave us the likes of Vanessa May and Leslie Garrett. It felt both international and truly British at the same time, and was an eye-popping blend of cross-cultural musical and dancing traditions. I think the 1998 contest will always hold a special place in my heart, and I know many of the fans still reference it as one of their favourites. If this contest is anything to go on, I believe we are in for a treat next year, irrespective of which British city is chosen. The BBC is an internationally respected broadcaster with a wealth of experience when it comes to putting on high-stakes, complex live televised broadcasts, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. What do you think? Are you excited about the Eurovision next year? Would you like it to be held in the UK? Do you love the 1998 contest? If so, why? You know what to do by now. I would love to know your comments and thoughts in the comments below, and please let me know. For now, Eurovision lovers, you take care, and I will see you in the next video.